Good morning. It is 8:45 a.m. on Saturday, May 15th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up, more or less. This is 5 more minutes. I guess I have good news to bring, which is that, believe it or not, the kids in the hall are back. I it always felt vaguely unreal that that was actually something happening, but sure enough, the 1990s sketch comedy show, The Kids in the Hall, has a new season on Amazon Prime Video, and at least based on the first two episodes, it's great because they're very funny guys, and they're 30 years older now. And it's just like, I mean, here's like they make plenty of joke fodder on themselves in that regard. Which is, first of all, I mean, it one of the things that it made me reflect on a little bit is just how sketch comedy. I feel like we're not used to seeing older people do it. It feels like it's kind of a young person's genre, just by convention. But regardless, these are very funny people, and they all seem in for making a new show, and it's very funny. I like it a lot. It made me so happy just watching it, and very pleased that that is the case. Just because I think Kids in the Hall has really kind of always been my favorite sketch comedy show. I just remember watching it on, I guess it was probably on HBO. I don't know how much of it I watched during its original run versus reruns. Probably mostly I saw it in reruns, but always was a big fan of it. And I am just pleased and surprised to have a new season of it exist in the first place, but then also be good. Laughing out loud a couple of times per episode so far, and that's just I've watched the first two out of what I think is eight, and I think that's the whole season. Although it does raise the question of binging versus taking your time. Because when a show is available to be watched all at once, I think we've all kind of developed our own habits about, tending towards binging. But I'm not convinced that that's actually the best way to watch most shows. I guess it can vary a lot from one show to another. And I wonder, let's think about what it is about certain shows that makes them better for binging versus not. I think that, I don't know, I feel like it could go both ways in almost every metric, because I was about to say, having a lot of cliffhangers makes you certainly want to binge it more. But then having cliffhangers to talk about with people before you can just actually watch the next episode, that's a big part of what keeps people discussing it, right? Ooh, excuse me, goodness, yawn. Um, but in any event, I think I'm going to try to pace it out just because I like it a lot, and I kind of sort of don't want it to be over too soon. As far as sketch comedy goes, I will go ahead and also say that I'm a big fan of I Think You Should Leave, which is a recent, like current sketch comedy show on Netflix. It has 2 seasons out, and that's really good. And sketch comedy, just in general, is a genre that I enjoy. hmm I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in a long time. I feel like the last time I watched it regularly was probably like early teenage years. So, been a while. But I, yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling a little bit this morning. I apologize for that. But I guess I'm just thrilled to be reporting that New Kids in the Hall is great. And yeah, so there you have it. And now I'm thinking about what I'm going to make for breakfast as soon as this video reaches 5 minutes. which it now has. So I'm going to leave it there, probably make scrambled eggs, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.